Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to our temple this month. Did I say something or?
If you haven't already, turn yourself on.
Shabbat Shalom. This month is Women History Month, and we're here to celebrate women who make history every day, made history, will make history, and are making history. Our own women of Reform Judaism, the Sisterhood of our temple, who is such a strong and important pillar of our temple, and we're grateful to them for everything they do. We begin our service as we sing together, Hinei ma tov u'ma na'im. You have the words on your handouts. I would like to invite Sarah Harlan and Karen Waldman, the co-presidents of our sisterhood, to lead us with the blessings over the candles and the fruit of the vine. We turn to page 2 in our prayer books.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Please turn to page 5. At the top, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagav. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagav. Amen.
We turn now to page 20 to sing together Lecha Dodi.
Lecha
Turn to page 29 for the Berlow.
We have a reading.
There is one who sings the song of his own life, finding everything within himself. There is one who leaves the circle of herself and sings the song of her people. There is one whose voice rings with the song of humanity, hoping for the highest perfection. And there is one who rises even higher, uniting with all creatures, with all worlds, filling the universe with song. O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. O let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence.
Yashir Koach, thank you so much. We join together.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being and skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the season, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Savat is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening.
Please join us in your song sheet, Roll into Dark, Roll into Light. Roll into dark,
page 34 for the calling of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך
Page
בכל
36.
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ושוכבך ובקומך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
On your song sheet. And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. You shall teach them diligently unto your children. You shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by your way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up. You shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, as you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
We turn to our sheets for Miriam's song.
elevate the song of freedom that Miriam and Moses sang. It says in the Torah that Miriam picks up her timbrel after we hear this glorious story telling of our moving through the sea, and that she leads the people of Israel in song and dance as they exalt in their newfound freedom. And then, of course, they enter the desert and the wilderness, and they don't know which way to go, which way to turn. And so we come down to page 43 at the bottom to our prayer Pashtivenu that reminds us, with our newfound freedom, we also must carry with us a sense of faith in God, that God will forever protect us. The bottom of page 43.
Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporeis sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim.
These words are found on the next page, top of 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and treasure be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Pashtivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Incidentally enough, come across this text, Vishamru, and as we are journeying in the desert, with that sense of protection from God, we come to a moment where Moses is on Mount Sinai and communing with God. We haven't gotten yet to what the people are doing down below. It just so happens that our Parsha this week, Ki Tisa, has these very verses in it, Vishamru, this symbol that between our observance of Shabbat is that sacred relationship between the Jewish people and God. And that this is our binding sign, a symbol of that sacred relationship. Page 44.
We rise for the tefillah on page 46.
garden of a purposeful life, our own powers in touch with the power of the world. Praise be to God, whose gift is life, whose cleansing reigns, lets the heart of man flower towards the sun. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. We turn to the middle of page 52 together. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated as we turn to page 60 for the prayer for peace. Please join me as we read together. Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people forever. For you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. Take a moment for a silent prayer. We all need healing and courage and strength in our lives. The Misha Berach, the prayer for courage and healing and strength, can be found at page 253. We think in our hearts and we name those whom we know that need healing and courage and strength as we join together in singing Misha Berach.
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. First, I want to extend my gratitude to my co-president, Karen Waldman, for your partnership and friendship. If I do say so myself, we make a pretty great team. Thank you to all of my amazing WRJ sisters, with a special shout out to our hard-working board for participating in this service, and those of you who are probably Zooming because you were ill and meant to but couldn't join us, and your dedication to all of the things that we do, and it's a lot of things, all year long. A huge heartfelt thanks to our advisor, Cantor Lauren. We've really enjoyed getting to know you this year, showing you the WRJ ropes, and look forward to your continued insight and wise counsel. I want to let everyone know about a few upcoming events and some additional ways to connect with WRJ here at the temple. Later this month, on Saturday, March 25th, we're going to host our Havdalah Trivia Night and do it in person for the first time. The annual Rabbi Gelia R. Rook's Women's Seder is scheduled for Tuesday, April 11th. It's not too late to sign up to join us. And shortly after Passover comes Mother's Day. You can help support all of the great work WRJ does for the temple and recognize and honor the women in your life by sending them a Mother's Day card. If you're interested in attending our fun trivia night, RSVP through the link in the weekly email, or let Jessica Springer, she's waving there, know after services. If you're interested in attending the Women's Seder, you can go to the temple's website or the app and sign up. And if you're interested in Mother's Day cards, see Karen Waldman. And I know this is going to sound a little bit self-serving, but thank you to the women of Reform Judaism for the delicious oneg after services. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. It really is delicious, especially your color. Shabbat shalom, everybody. I want to thank you, Sarah, for your kind words, and thank you to Sarah and Karen for also inviting me to just say something very short and quick. Passover is my favorite holiday. I love it. I'm super excited because I get to celebrate it with you three times this year. And one of the things I love about Passover is that feeling of togetherness with your whole family and the recitation of our history, our heritage. So we're commanded on Passover to eat bitter herbs. Everybody, whether you are rich, whether you are poor. So what the rabbis teach us is that this commandment, I remember being a kid and having to eat the parsley, and you dip it in the salt water, the horseradish, and I hated it. Now I really like it. The hotter the horseradish, the better. I love it. But here's what the rabbis teach us. The rabbis teach us is that this commandment says we are not to say when we see someone suffering, this is not my problem. However, we are all connected to one another in brotherhood and sisterhood. So what we are commanded to do is go to the place where we see that suffering. That this commandment reminds us that the bond between each one of us as human beings is divine, and that we are all responsible for one another, for each other. Sisterhood is like this. Sisterhood is powerful. In the words of Alicia Jo Ravens, it's also powerfully complicated. Consider the stunningly complex relationships between two of the most famous sisters in the Torah, Rachel and Leah, whose lives are enmeshed from girlhood until death. Their story includes the full range of siblinghood, allegiance and struggle, love and resentment, loyalty and betrayal. The summation of their relationship is their dedication and responsibility to each other. This is the love of sisters. The WRJ, the Women of Reformed Judaism, elevates this love, empowering those in our community to find strength and joy and connection in celebration of Women's History Month and in celebration of our sisterhood, the WRJ at the Temple. I offer these words of blessing to our community. May all of us across the gender spectrum feel inspired by these anchors, these Jewish women, some of my favorite heroines and heroes, who shaped our people. May we be blessed with motherhood and mentorship. Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, each of them shaped a new peoplehood, supporting and building families and making the best choices out of what was given to them by others. They taught us how to mother, how to shape and guide our children and community. May we be blessed with resistance. Shifra and Pua saved countless innocent lives, preserving the hope for a new generation to stand up to slavery and oppression. Shifra and Pua saved the hearts of mothers and fathers, allowing them to see their children fulfill their future. They taught us how to overcome adversity and how to stand up to tyrants who would dehumanize us. May we be blessed with creativity. Miriam the prophetess, the first woman to bear this title, saves her brother Moses, leads the people of Israel as the inaugurator of performance and composition, the tradition of song and drums and dancing across the sea. She teaches us the significance of song and dance as a vehicle for the deepest prayers of our hearts. May we be blessed with advocacy. May we serve as voices for the voiceless. The daughters of Zelophehad, bonded in sisterhood, stood up to the patriarchal control of society, elevating their voices at a time when women were truly voiceless. They remind us time and again never to be silent, to always raise our voices as a clarion call for justice, to speak truth to power, and demand our equality and equity as women and those who are female identified, as stewards of our future and our bodies. May we be blessed with kavanah, sacred intention. Desperate for a child of her own, Hannah prays with such deep focus and intention that Eli, the priest, believes she is drunk. She reminds us to access our deepest core when we pray, to bravely step into that realm of faith and connection to that which is greater than ourselves. And finally, may we be blessed, all of us here tonight, with discerning leadership. A teacher, a prophet, and a judge, and more. One who is also a charismatic military leader, and above all else, a discerning decision maker. This is Devorah. She is a mother to Israel, serving as a central figure and protector of her community. May we embrace her strength and vision and continue to lead all people toward their highest potential. Most importantly, thank you to the WRJ, to Sarah and Karen for your service and your leadership, and to our sisterhood for all that you do for our temple, community, and beyond. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Kenny Hiratzon. May this be God's will. on your song sheet.
Mother's love and mother's hold, mother's shape the world we know. Mama, Ima, mama. Mother's worry, mother's feel, mothers know too well what's real. Mama, Ima, mama. And these are the things our mothers teach us. Sisters laugh and sisters cry, sisters stand strong by and by. Sister, oh my sister. Sisters know you, sisters sense, sisters keep your precious secrets. Sister, oh my sister. And these are the things our sisters teach us. Im du heten, dir schuh mich Gott, was schuh Aros. Schieb du ja Tom, rivu Daughters share, daughters make the whole world care. Daughter, precious daughter. Daughters push us, daughters sigh, daughters make us ask God why. Daughters, precious daughter. And these are the things our daughters teach us. Im du heten, dir schuh nicht macht, was schuh Aros. Schieb du ja Tom, rivu Seek out justice, practice
We turn to page 293. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially Jose Maza, Henry Baird Rousseau, Bonnie Bloom, Eva Heller, Eleanor Hirsch, Stuart Schrader, Maury Zuckerman, Sylvia Becker, Gertrude F. Brownstein, Sam Hellman, Doria Liste, David Schneider, Rebecca Schneider, Philip Florsheim, Charles Penso, Melissa Spielberg Marshall, Irma Jean Yoffe, Jerome L. Dorff, Maurice Katz, N. William Weinstein, Yaakov Yosim, Gabe Belker, Martha Bailey Gilbert, Marianne Ruth Morgulen, Herman Pure, Samuel Young, Fedor Benjamin, Hattie Grossman, Carl N. Victor, Estelle Berkowitz, Dolly Berg, Dan Bick, John Carter, Doris Heller, Ruth Kronisch, Sidney Rosenberg, Paula Ungeleiter, Doug Knopp, Rosemary Markovitz, Rose Bogoslavsky, and in recent days, Jack Perlman, Lois Flarsheim. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. And with the blessed memories of our loved ones in our hearts, we rise and we turn to page 294 for the mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה, may the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song is Angel's Blessing by Debbie Friedman.
Before us
request. It's a poem by Ariana Aran, an Israeli poet who wrote it during the first days of COVID-19. Be good to us, Adonai our God, and give us a great deal of time to see each person separately, and perhaps even to love them, time to look at the ceiling and wonder what the angels think about, time for beautiful things that are worth living for, time for a lot of foolishness from which wisdom will come, time to gaze into eyes and learn their color by heart, and lots of time to think of all these things together. May it be a Shabbat of Shalom to us all, and please say Shabbat Shalom to someone you never met before as you're heading for the wonderful baked goods of the women of Reform Judaism.
Shabbat Shalom.